Thank you for staying with us. Let's turn our attention to Osun State, where a traditional ruler, the Orogun Ika-Ejigbo, Oba Zachariah Oladimeji, is appealing to well-meaning individuals to support government in providing quality healthcare services for people, particularly those in rural communities. Oba Oladimeji was speaking at a free medical outreach organized in his palace by an Osun-based non-governmental organizations for residents of the community. The monarch identified the need for government to ensure all its primary health care centers are functional for the health needs of citizens. The team leader of the medical personnel, Sheun Salami, says the initiative is born out of his passion to ensure inclusive access to health care in rural communities.
It's health first before you talk of wealth, and health is wealth. So this foundation focuses on ensuring that the people of Osun and even beyond, have quality health care, and that is why we are here in Orogun Ejigbo in Osun State to procure drugs, to consult, to do basic medical tests to ensure that the people of Osun State they are living wealthy.
Advice to my fellow well-meaning Nigerians, especially those from Osun State, is to contribute to the growth and development of their community, particularly rural areas.
Meanwhile, a non-profit organization has launched the Empowering Society through Investment in Women project. According to the organizers, the initiative aligns with Nigeria's national development goals and the global push for inclusive development, with a focus on enhancing women's access to financial services, digital literacy, and healthcare. They also believe it will address the significant gender gap and financial inclusion, with 500,000 women as beneficiaries.
What we are trying to do is to bring a holistic solution, a holistic strategy into ensuring that women understand businesses. They are supported in developing and growing their businesses, and they are also supported in having access to healthcare services and information as well.
We also do a lot of training, physical training, take them through a whole lot of empowerment programs to make sure they have the stability and the confidence to play their roles in society.
It makes sense to me that if men are going to be supported by women, then the women should be empowered to be able to give them support. It is a significant start. One has to be realistic, and I think this is the way to go.
Business development experts say staggering 70% of global wealth creation can be attributed to family businesses. They said this at the Family Business Summit 2024 themed Family Business Legacy, Strategies for Building and Maintaining Multi-Generational Wealth. This expert underscored the pivotal role of family-owned enterprises in driving economic growth and innovation. They also noted that despite the challenging business environment, Africa has an immense potential for investment and expansion.
Today, we focused on issues that family-owned businesses encounter. So issues like raising capital, succession planning, managing conflicts, and things like that. So we will continue to do these kinds of events and speak to specific issues affecting family-owned businesses.
As I said during the discussion, this is what drives the kind of structure, the kind of governance structure that we have created in our family offices to ensure that there is continuity and sustainability, both in terms of value creation, as I emphasized, and in terms of preserving those values going forward.
How are other businesses or countries doing it? How are other countries passing on legacies to generations and generations to come. And we realized that there was a gap there, and we thought a program like this would help to not just bring it to light, but draw attention to places that they are leaving unattended to in family businesses.
We're supporting this Family Business Summit because we understand, first of all, the critical role of family businesses in our economy. We understand the importance of guiding them and ensuring that they are positioned in a way that they can stand the test of time. And so the Family Business Summit is a great opportunity for family businesses to come together, to discuss their challenges, to receive real-time advice.
Away from Lagos State to Zamfara, where the state government says plans have been concluded to commence cash transfer payment worth 4.9 billion naira to 5,000 vulnerable households under the Nigeria COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program. Theophilus Darufai reports.
NGCS aims to support the government in responding to the COVID-19 crisis by restoring the livelihoods and food security of the poor and vulnerable households and promoting the recovery of medium and small enterprises in the country. 4.9 billion naira, according to Zamfara State government, has been set aside for distribution to 19,000 vulnerable households under the NGCS, labor-intensive public workfare and lively support grants. Spokesperson to Zamfara State Governor Suleiman Bala Idris confirmed this exclusively to TVC News.
The NGCS program will commence soon, and 5,000 households will benefit from this batch of the NGCS. And that is not all. There is another thing that is called the Labor Intensive Public Workfare, LIPW, to 6,000 unemployed youths and women, and another lively support grant to 8,000 economically active youths and women. So these are all parts of the NGCare package. About 4.9 billion naira will be expanded for this batch of the NGCares program.
Mr. Suleiman adds that the beneficiaries will be selected from across the 14 local government areas, and the selection will be fair irrespective of political divide.
There will be fairness and justice in the selection process and also in the distribution of the funds to the beneficiaries. It's not a partisan process. It will be a fair and just process. And this is not the first time that we are disbursing these NGCares funds.
The Zamfara State government insists it will not relent in its efforts to meet the needs of its people, as the NGCares initiative is expected to help revive small and medium-scale businesses, eradicate poverty, and bring positive transformation to the beneficiaries. Theophilus Darufai, TVC News, Gusau.
A group of persons living with disabilities in Kano State has called on President Bola Tinubu to swiftly appoint a minister for the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. They expressed the urgent need for leadership in the ministry to address their present concerns, especially in the light of the current economic challenges. Speaking at a news conference in Kano, the chairman of the group, Yahaya emphasized the importance of selecting a candidate with substantial experience working with persons with disabilities. He also suggested that such a candidate who has demonstrated years of commitment and expertise in social work will be well suited to lead the ministry and respond to the community's needs.
In a country like ours, grappling with significant humanitarian challenges, we need a leader who passes the vision and expertise to make a difference. Hajat Halima experience in social development and her fervent ability to implement effective, inclusive program